morning, everyone!
Jules, thank you for the introduction. I love you. Jules is my grandma, just Cool, so Chiang Mai, holy shit, I've missed this place so much.
We miss you!
Right? But I think like the biggest thing I've missed about Chiang Mai, and let's have a show of hands. How many of us were at Jai Tep Festival? Right? Solid. How much of us were at Shambhala Festival? Hepopa. But and I've traveled back from the Europe just to be at these festivals because I love it so much. It is a community, it is a family, and it's essentially where I grew up. Like, since I was 10 or 11 years old, I've been at Jai Tep and Shambhala, and now I'm like 15, I'm so old. I'm halfway to 30, guys, don't laugh. God. I'm basically middle-aged. But, yeah, but, and this was cool, I had a slightly different kind of festival experience this year, and it's brought, like, it's shed some light on something that I've been sort of thinking about for a while now. FestiKids. Other kids who have also grown up at festivals. Because, you know when you go to a festival and you're like, oh, I'm at a festival, and you see like a naked short person running by, and you're like, what is it? And then it's like a 3-year-old, and you're like, oh, go do your life. That was me. That was me like 10 years ago. But then I was like, but wait, what happened to all the other little naked kids I was running around with when I was 3 years old? And this year I fucking found them. They're actually right there, but they're under your nose. And you'd never know that they're there. And it's because we're teenagers now and we're awkward and we don't want to talk to you and we don't want to be seen because it's really awkward and we're going through a lot of changes right now, okay? But they actually have their own community. At least here in Chiang Mai, all of the like FestiKid teenagers that go to these festivals, I've said festi a lot of times, you're gonna have to get used to that. They're all a little clique, and they're running like their own like. Okay, so here's the festival that you guys are at, right? You're doing your drugs, you're doing the woo, you're having a great time. And then here's where all the parents are, because they all talk to each other, right? They're all like, you know, our kids are doing this, and they don't want us to know, but we totally know about it. And they're like, yeah, we don't. So there's the second festival, and then here's the third fucking layer of festivalception, and that's where we all are. And we're hiding, but we're still enjoying the festival. And I've always like neglected my FestiKid heritage because I've been hanging out with you old people. Why the fuck was I doing that? But I actually did find an in to the community because you need to like get in through someone. I'm married into the community. Can my husband please hold up his... Hi, Taryn! See, did you even notice that there were kids over there? Like, no, you didn't. You never see them. So I married him. We have our own little matching bracelets and everything. We're so cute. And so I actually got to hang out with like the FestiKids this year, and it was super weird. And so I'm going to talk to you a little about the FestiKid community, because it's really cool, I promise. So, the first point I want to make is that we are sober. We're totally sober. We're enjoying the festival sober. We are living proof that you don't actually need drugs to enjoy your festival time.
Good deal.
If you're ever using that as you're an excuse, like, oh, I can't enjoy the festival without drugs. No, you fucking can. You just haven't fucking tried. It will be cheaper. You'll be able to afford to like go home again and everything. Okay, sorry, but I know drugs are an experience. And I get it if you want to take them, but you don't have to. Don't feel peer pressured. We're not in high school anymore, okay? Most of us aren't. But yeah, so we're totally sober, but we make decisions like we're not. We make decisions like we are shit-faced. My personal favorite this year is I arrived at Shambhala and I saw Taryn, and Taryn does this weird thing at night. I'm sorry, I'm going to embarrass you. I love you, but I'm going to embarrass you. Where at night, he just gets really hyperactive. And he was like jumping around the he was like, Shizzy, I've got to sleep in a pile tonight. So I was like, take me to the pile. So Taryn, he walked me off. We like went past the Shekina Garden family, which was all of their parents, not my parents. They didn't care. We kept walking past into like the brambles and a road where they had set up like a bamboo mat in the middle of a road. Did I mention that it's in the middle of a road where they're laying down in the middle of the night? And they're all laying there. There's like 8 of them. And it's kind of in that awkward space where it's like 9 o'clock and the sun is down and it's kind of cool, but it's not the full cold that Thailand can actually get to yet. And you're kind of sitting there like, oh, it's not that bad, I can deal with it. And so we decided to just sleep there. And so this was fine at first. We all kind of cuddled up. We had a couple blankets. We all sort of like piled on top of Kai, who's the tallest. And it was, I'm not going to say comfortable, because that would be a lie, but it was something. And as time went on, you know, I was sitting on the edge because I only knew Taryn and kind of Kai at this point. I feel like our friendship has kind of grown in leaps and droves over the past weekend. And so I was like next to Taryn, and Taryn had fallen asleep, and this was fine. And it was maybe 4 a.m. when it was fucking cold. And Taryn in his sleep goes, and yanks the entire blanket off of me. And I'm sitting here and I go, oh, you whore.
Welcome to boys.
There's fire in my eyes that nobody can see. And it's icy cold fire. And so, you know, we had this experience. The next morning we all wake up 7 a.m. because some of us were volunteers for some fucking reason. And we get up and we're like, we're never doing this again. This is so uncomfortable. It was so cold. Oh my God. And then the next night we did it again. But this time we had more blankets, and I was like, Kai was like right here, and Tara was like right here, and it was like overheating and shit. It was great. But yeah, so that is rule 1 for FestiKids, and how to take care of them, and how to keep them happy without like interacting with them, because you don't want to do that. You don't want to interact with us. We don't want to interact with you. Respect the boundaries, people. God. If you have if you see a FestiKid passed out on the ground, because we don't fucking care where we're sleeping. We're kids. Our bones grow back. You'll see us like sleeping, looking like we have scoliosis. You know, like our back is breaking. If you see a kid on the ground and they're asleep, just give them a blanket. For the love of fuck, we need it more than you do. We're outside under the stars. You probably have a tent or a chai tea tent or something. Or like another person who's who's right up next to you, you know, like other people, like adults
the drugs.
do. And so if you see a kid, just give them a blanket. Second dumb thing that we did, and this one's my favorite because he just reminded me of it. Taryn again. Who here knows what a slut drop is?
I do.
Oh God. I can't do it very well, and I'm going to blame it on being 15 and not just that I'm not a very good dancer. But it's sort of like that dance move where you like sort of like go down and then like I have to kind of do it this way. And like you put your legs together and then you go like up like that, you know what I mean? I'm in town all week, guys. But so I've been teaching Taryn this because he wanted to learn, because let's break gender norms, right? But Taryn the clever little boy he is, we got a song towel out of the festival to go and get cake because we decided at 1 a.m. we wanted a fucking cake. So we left the festival at 1 a.m. So we left the festival the next day. We left the next festival the next day and then song towel to get a fucking cake. You know how, if you don't know what a song towel is, I don't know how long some of you have been in Chiang Mai. Big red bus, has things on the back. You often see people hanging off the back of them and go, wow, that wouldn't be legal in any other country. And, you know, you like just pray that they're gonna stay on the back. Anyway, so on the back, they have the little laddery looking things. And Taryn thought, it looks like a ladder. Let me climb it. Bus was moving, like driving, and he climbed up onto the roof of the song towel. And we were like, Taryn, this is not a good idea. He was like, shut up, it's fine. You know, being a fucking teenager. And he got up on top of the bus while I was moving and tried to like do a slut drop. I was gonna be a widow at 15. It's fine, I made him sign a prenup. I get everything. But no, he's still alive and with us. So that's rule number 2. If you see FestiKids about to leave the festival, don't let them do it. Just don't let us. The cake would not have been worth my friend fucking dying.
Oh.
I mean, it might have been. It was really good cake. Yeah, like, I could have just blamed it on, oh, he took a bunch of drugs, I don't know, he was 15, I don't know what he does. Okay, and then the third thing that I remember, big brain. So we were all, it was the second night, and we were all kind of, you know, at our area. The sun had gone down and we decided that we were going to go to sleep. We had our blankets and stuff. We were ready for the cold snap this time. But we wanted to get even more ready. And we had like a little hazing thing. One person in our group, no, a couple people in our group. It's funnier with one person. One person in our group is over the age of 18 and was volunteering. So she bought us a beer. And we were sitting there and we mixed the beer with some Schweppes.
Oh my god.
We were regular bartenders over here. Like, we had done this before. Yeah. And we were like sharing this Schweppes and beer between us. It was like the most rebellious thing I've ever done in my life, let me tell you. And my parents didn't even know about it. And then Kai's little brother came up. And you know, little brother's like, you can't tell them anything. Because you know they're going to tell parents. And you don't want that to happen, because that's the scariest fucking thing in your life. You could have the police come and get you and I'd be happier than my parents looking at me and going, we're not mad. Shazandra Leone Starbowden.
Yeah.
We are not mad. We're just disappointed. At a festival in front of all your friends? No, group, get away! You, go away! That's my parents. Go away! I just fessed up in front of them, didn't I? Anyway,
Talk about this later.
But the little brother came up, and so we just went, oh no, there's nothing in there, you know, like you do if there is something in there. And he went, oh, so there is something in there. And we were like, no. And he went, I can smell beer. You know that, right? And we went, no, you can't. And he was like, okay, then can I have a sip? And we went, no, it's empty. It wasn't empty. We were still drinking from it when we said it was empty. And what even happened? He just kept saying, like, I know there's beer in there. And we just kept repeating, no, you don't. What is beer? Never heard of it. Alcohol? Not here. And eventually he left and we were like, yes, nailed it. We got away with it. Yeah. We didn't get away with it. We didn't get away with it at all. Our parents knew. they knew before he knew. They knew everything. And so when I said that there was like this layer here, right? That's all of you guys. And then there's this layer, and that's all the parents. And then there's this layer. There's all the FestiKids. That's us. There's actually a fourth layer, which is the parents again. Because we think that we're being really sneaky. We're like, they don't know that we're all sleeping here. They just haven't bothered to look for us. That makes more sense. No, they all know. So the third thing is, if you see a FestiKid doing something wrong, don't bother reporting it. The parents already know.
Shizzy, everyone. I mean, come on. She's 15 years old. And she's my best friend. Honestly, Shizzy, I was really happy to see you with friends your own age, but Grandma was a little sad. I would like to see Shizzy off with her whole crowd of FestiKid friends, and I'm like, oh, just stop by and give Grandma some love on your way back, Shizandra, okay? Grandma loves you. Go with your little friends. Don't be drinking any ginger ale beer, though, okay?